This video demonstrates how to replace a disk drive in a Quantum StorNext QXS-1200 or 2400 storage system. The key tasks required to successfully replace a disk drive are shown here. First, prepare to replace the drive. Ensure that you have the crew replacement kit, the crew instructions, access to the disk management utility, a copy of the QXS Disk Management Utility User's Guide, and anti-static protection, including a grounding strap. Overheating of the storage system can occur during this procedure, which is bad. So be sure to review and follow the guidelines in the air management modules and before you begin sections of the crew instructions before starting. Note that this process is the same for the QXS-1200 and 2400 models, except where noted in this video. Also note that this video is intended to be supplemental to the very specific crew instructions. These instructions include complete details of the procedure and help to ensure proper replacement. Now that you are prepared, you will need to identify the failed disk drive. First, locate the enclosure that contains the failed disk drive. The enclosure's amber fault service required LED will be illuminated. If there is a bezel on the enclosure, you will need to remove it temporarily. Now that you have identified the enclosure, look for the specific disk whose fault LED is illuminated amber. That is the failed disk. This would be the top LED on 3.5-inch drives, and it's the LED on the right for 2.5-inch drives. With the failed drive properly identified, you can now remove it. Start by partially ejecting the drive from the enclosure. To do so on a QXS-1200, slide the release latch to the left. Wait 20 seconds for the internal disks to stop spinning. Then grab the drive carrier and pull the drive completely out of the enclosure. To remove a disk on a QXS-2400, squeeze the latch release flanges together, swing the latch upwards by 45 degrees, and remove the drive. Once the failed drive has been removed, you can then install the replacement. To do so on a QXS-1200, orient the drive so that the LEDs are on the left, then slide the drive into the slot as far as it will go. To do so on a QXS-2400, squeeze the latch release flanges together to fully open the latch. Orient the drive so the LEDs are on the bottom and slide the drive into the slot as far as it will go. Then rotate the latch downward until it clicks closed to firmly seat the drive in the enclosure midplane. After installing the drive, wait about 30 seconds. After those 30 seconds, log into the disk management utility using the Manage Account Credentials. Review the System Overview panel to determine whether the health of the new disk is okay. If the health is okay, the disk drive installation process is complete. However, if the health is not okay, select the disk to view details about the problem and recommendations for how to resolve it. Now you will need to do a final check of the disk operation by looking at the physical disk module. Verify that the Power Activity LED located on the front face of the disk drive is illuminated green. For 3.5-inch disks, this is the bottom LED. For 2.5-inch disks, this is the left LED. After completing these steps, you have successfully replaced the disk drive. Remember to refer to the crew instructions for complete details.